I've been messing around with rap and hip hop since like 1995. Back then, I was about 15 years old, and my boy would come over with vinyl, and we'd freestyle over the B side of the record. But back then, man, I wouldn't even call it a freestyle. Honestly, we were just emulating what we saw on TV, on MTV, when they used to play music videos. But it was a good time. It's crazy because fast forward to 2017, and I'm ordering my second piece of vinyl, or it's just coming in. It's actually a 7-inch. It's a single of my song Idolatry featuring Mr. Biscuit and Madchild. My boy Chef Premier produced it, DJ Lazy Eyes on the scratches. And it's just, I don't know, I love this song, but it's one of the ones out of the 10 I released on YouTube. It just took off. It's like pretty much going viral. So it was cool. Got the single laced up, did a deal with my homie Carl in Germany, distribution company / label. And here it is right to my doorstep. And I'm excited to open these up and get them out to the people. I'm doing an exclusive party for this release in Denver. So that's going to be exciting. All right, so we just got to my studio, Mount Olympus recording studio, and I'm going to check if my vinyl came in. For this album, we released a single, Idolatry, a 7-inch vinyl piece. It's exclusive, only 300 made, only 100 in America, and it's out for delivery now. So it might be here now, or it should be coming in today, so let's go check. Oh, yeah. This is it. All the way from Germany. I did this cool deal with a German distributor. My music video Idolatry started taking off on YouTube, and a dude reached out to me from Germany to press up my vinyl, and here it is. So it's going down. We're at the studio right now, by the way, if y'all didn't know. For y'all that never been to my office / studio before, this is Mount Olympus Recording Studio. This originally was like a reception area, but we don't really need a receptionist, so it's like a production room. Sometimes we have producers in here. Sometimes we do photo shoots, and I collect vintage. I always go to antique stores because I just love antiques, but this is my little typewriter to remind me of how good I have it with a cell phone now. And then this is lit. I got this dictionary from 1926, and I actually got it because of the definition of black is in here, and it's crazy. Actually, I'm gonna read this to you guys. I don't know if this is gonna make the cut, but this is the reason I bought this. ABC, but the definition of black in 1926 was destitute of light, of the darkest hue, opposed to white, enveloped in darkness, dismal, gloomy, or forbidding, destitute of moral light or goodness, atrocious, evil, calamitous, I don't even know how to say that, sorry, threatening, clouded with anger, sullen, the darkest color, the opposite of white, a black pigment, negro, mourning, to make black, blacken, apply blackening to. So that's the definition of black in 1926. But the craziest part is when you define a color, which that's really what black is, a color, right? But when it's the definition says dismal, gloomy, forbidden, evil, the lack of moral light, all these different things, that's crazy. But anyways, it shows you how far we come because I got the dictionary from the 1960s, I believe. Actually, let me see. This might be 70s. And it's totally different. And so I keep stuff like that, not to keep us separated, but so you can see the history and different things that were put, out there in history. But this is our lounge area, TV, DVD, PlayStation, or Xbox, And then over in here, we got the booth. This is where all the magic happens. The recording booth. Right here at Mount Olympus, yeah. And then here's the control room, and this is where young Lord Wavy gets it cracking, the engineer himself. And then my office. So welcome to my office, y'all. I'm excited. I haven't had vinyl since like 2001, my own vinyl. As you guys see, it's kind of messy in here. We're, you know, getting everything situated because I'm going to start a podcast with some of my friends, and we're not sure what it's going to be called yet, but we're definitely going to get the podcast started soon. But anyways, without further ado, we're about to check out this vinyl. See what we got in here. So let me tell y'all how I did this deal, because it's always about innovating. And when I put out this album, you know, I wanted vinyl for the album, but I was like, man, it's gonna cost me like $3,500, $5,000 to press up like a 12-inch vinyl. And so, but I just put the intention out there in my mind, like, yo, I want to get some vinyl. Well, to make a long story short, Idolatry, my music video, took off. Hold on, let me get this open. Idolatry, my music video, took off on YouTube, and it started going viral. And a dude from Germany hit me up saying he'd like to press that song on vinyl. I was like, at first I was like, nah, probably not. You know, it's probably going to be, you know, I just didn't know how to go about it. Then he explained to me he has a distribution and he does this. And I was like, well, what type of deal do you want to do? And he was like, look, I want to press up a 7-inch exclusive vinyl piece, only 300 pieces. He's like, I keep 200 to sell. And he's like, I give you 100 to sell at no cost to you. And the deal is he has no rights to the song. He just gets to sell those 200 pieces of vinyl. Got it in writing. I was like, yo, that's dope. So here we are. Now I got a vinyl piece for free. And what I'm going to do is market it and sell it, right? And the goal is to sell each piece of vinyl for a certain cost for people to support what I'm doing. And then I'm going to use it to press up a 12-inch vinyl piece, an EP of my 7 favorite songs on the album. So snap, here we go. Yeah, all right, let's see what we got in here. Over here stunting. So that's 1 of 300, 2 of 300. There's only 300 of these printed up, 300 total. That's freaking lit. And there's only going to be 100 in America. So super exclusive, collector. I mean, if you mess with the movement, it's definitely collector. Oh, that's dope. Look at that. Y'all like that? Yeah. Classics. So it's a instrumental. So it's got the full song, the instrumental, and the acapella is on here. And then let's check out the artwork. Dope. They got a sticker in here. That's dope. And then that's for that. And all my peoples are listed, everyone involved. So it was produced by Chef Premier, scratches by DJ Lazy Eyes, mixed by Blizz, mastered by Bass Jace, and it's featuring Mad Child, Mr. Biscuit, and myself. So it's going down. It's going down. Let's see how this sounds, though. This is the most important part. Making sure the music is actually there, right? Yeah, hi, this title new
Look at me, but hold your camera
Let's
tight.
take it to the
This
south.
ain't candlelight, I'm a supernova, and these cats ain't even satellites. Been flipping words before Vanna White was Vanna White.
Man, I've been at this for so long. People forget, like sometimes I felt a little ahead of my time, you know, not to stroke my own ego or no ego involved. It's just when I started doing music and doing hip hop and touring in Colorado, there was no scene for that out here. Some people would come out here and do shows, and Boulder was super popping and Denver was cool, but it's not like it is now in 2017. It's popping out here. Like I remember when I first went on tour, you know, in the early 2000s, we'd go to California and be like, yo, we're a hip-hop group from Colorado. What's good? Because at that time, I was in a group called FOS, Fusion of Syllables. But, yeah, man, we'd go out to the West Coast and be like, we're from Colorado, and they're thinking we make cowboy rap or something. You know what I'm saying? Because Colorado wasn't known for anything cool at that time. So we were repping Colorado hip-hop when it wasn't cool, and it's just crazy to see the tables turn. Now it's 2017, and that's almost 17 years from, you know, when I was in my group FOS. And,
man, now it's kind of cool to be from Colorado and people want to come out here and puff, pass, if you know what I mean. But yeah, you know, I grew up out here going to independent records, putting my records on consignment, you know, my CDs on consignment, and just grinding it, selling CDs out the trunk. I actually dropped my first vinyl piece in the year 2001. It was called Hunted Percent, and it was a collaboration effort between my group, Fusion of Syllables, and The Acumen. It's totally produced by my dude, Bass Jace. And we had a couple cool features on there, but that was a 12-inch, and we put it out in '01, and we grinded for a long time, man. It never really saw the light of day, but, hey, we put in that work. It's weird being from this part of the country because the South was really hot. The East Coast has always been really hot, and so has the West Coast. But the Midwest has always been developing its culture. But me being from Colorado, you got to remember, I sit between the Midwest and the Southwest. So, you know, our identity was never there. So, you know, I just been out here holding the flag for hip hop. I can't say I created the identity, or I don't even think we have one yet. It's still being built. But, yo, I'm just proud to be a part of the Colorado hip hop culture and do what I do.
Check, 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 mic check. We in the house.
Is it coming through?
Yeah, go ahead and talk in yours.
Check 1 2. Hey.
Yeah.
It's your boy Pepper Sauce. Yeah.
Cool, this is what it sounds like.
Check 1 2. Hey. We're at the top of the hour with Young Lord Pepper Sauce. Yeah.
Lord Young Wavy, bro. Your name is so confusing sometimes.
Because this sounds cool right here, so, you know, I'm with whatever, but this is a super simple setup. So I'm with it. Now all we got to do is just come up with, like, our speaking points, some content, you know, so we have some direction. But if you want.
We got a lot of things that's been in the works. We opened up a studio. It's called Mount Olympus Recording Studio. And I have an office there, and we're building a station to do a podcast because, you know, I'm just into the industry entertainment, and I'm excited to start building this brand, BKG, Brass Knuckle Gang, and some of the stuff I'm doing. So I'm not always in the forefront as an artist anymore. I still do shows. I still have some notoriety. I have great fans, love my fans, but I'm starting to engage in other things like, you know, now I own a studio. You know what I'm saying? And we're starting a podcast, and my channel's starting to take off on YouTube. So there's a lot of new things starting to show face, and I'm just excited to enter this new realm. But yeah, we're going to keep things moving. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in too. This is a beautiful thing.